Hello, everyone. You are listening to episode 4 of the Banana Boys podcast. I'm your co host, Andrew Lee.
And I am Jayden Lee.
And today we talked about a lot of topics. As always, we start off with fitness.
We spoke on fitness journeys, our outlook on the fitness culture, how it's changed over the years.
Oh, and we talked about YouTube. That was actually before fitness. So we talked about YouTube too and how
The dislike button.
the dislike button is stupid, at least in my opinion.
We also talk about content creators, our own personal goals in life,
Personal goals, New Year's resolution, content creating, yeah.
and therapy.
And therapy, how podcasting is a form of therapy.
Because we are not going to actual therapists.
We are our own therapists.
We are each other's therapists.
Thank you, Jayden.
Welcome.
And then we wrapped up talking about being comfortable being single.
Just comfortable being by yourself. Independence.
Yeah. Very important. Self-love.
This is our, Boxing Day episode?
It'll be out on Boxing Day.
Yeah, so hope you are not fighting over that TV that you probably can't even afford anyways.
Yeah, and hope you had a pleasant Christmas.
Make sure you can pay off that Visa bill.
Yeah. We'll record a podcast on Christmas as well.
Yeah, we are, because we are not into that. Just kidding. We're just free. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Make sure you follow us on all of our socials, our TikTok, our YouTube, all that. Give us a 5-star review on Apple and send us some DMs if you want.
DM us.
We're here to talk.
All right.
Well, I've been deleting my DMs, but it's cool.
Enjoy the podcast.
Yes.
I'm doing all right.
All right, should we do the clapperino?
Let's do the clapperino. Okay. Nice. Sync that up in post. Andrew Lee. Editor Andrew Lee in the future.
Shout out to Andrew Lee for the edits.
Yeah. This is the Banana Boys podcast.
Episode 4.
Episode 4.
Quattro.
That's crazy. That's 1 month.
Yeah,
That's
we
1
did
month.
this for a month.
It is for a month. Huh. That's fast. Good job. Good job, man.
Yeah,
1 month.
we did that.
We did it. And we're done now. We're not.
And that's it. It's a 1 month
That's it.
special, and that's all you get.
Wow. Yeah. So what's
How was Spider-Man?
Spider-Man was good. It was I don't want to spoil it, but it was really good, and it is the most amount of clapping I've heard in a movie. That I think that says too much already.
I mean, all movies have clapping, I guess.
There's like the only clapping I heard in movies were like maybe at the end of really good movies or like Endgame when all the heroes came out. That's not a spoiler. If you haven't watched it, then that's too bad.
Yeah, it's been like, 2 years?
Yeah. Like that clapping happened that and maybe at the end of it, but Spider-Man, the clapping happened throughout.
Jeez.
And it was like, yeah, I can't say anymore. So if you're listening, I'm sorry.
Are you a superhero person?
Am I watching superheroes?
Like, did you grow up watching superheroes and stuff?
Not really. Well, I grew up watching like Dragon Ball.
It's not a superhero.
That's like an anime superhero. But I wasn't heavily into, I guess, like DC, Superman. Maybe, like I did watch it, but it's like not as much. I watched like Looney Tunes, Bugs
even a
Bunny,
superhero.
stuff like that. No. And were you?
Nah, man, I was into Spider-Man for I think like 1 year of my life. Watched like the original Iron Man for like maybe a couple months. No, I've never been into superheroes like that. The only superhero movie I've seen in my life is Black Panther. And it's only because Kendrick Lamar did the soundtrack. I was just kind of curious what it'd be like in the movie.
What?
I've never actually watched any of the superhero movies.
None of them.
Just only Black Panther.
Damn. Okay. Well, you're just like not interested.
Just not into it, man. The only movies I've actually seen are like Transformers and Star Wars. That's the only
movies. Period.
I've seen other movies, but those are the only movie series that I really like completed. Like other than that, I watched like Despicable Me here. I watched Cars here, like some Disney movies.
What is your
like that.
favorite movie?
Bro, I don't know, man. Because I don't watch movies like that.
Okay.
Like I've never besides Star Wars, I've never been like, yo, I want to go watch that movie. The movie usually is like a girl, like whoever's like, yo, let's go watch this movie. I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Crazy Rich Asians was cool. I like that movie.
Because it was like iconic.
I just like the vibe.
Or you just like the movie.
Yeah, man, I'm not really a movie person.
That's fine, because I guess movies, there's a lot of time commitment to it, and you're sitting there for like 2-3 hours, and just a lot going on.
I skip through movies. I ain't gonna lie.
What do you mean skip through movies?
Like I'll just skip through the boring parts.
Oh, like when you're watching on your laptop
I
or
never go to
whatever.
theaters. Even before COVID, I was never really a theater person unless someone like wanted to go to a theater. So I'd be watching it on my laptop and it's kind of boring. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm just skip through this real quick.
Really?
Like I didn't really like
Damn. Like it's just like not interesting, I guess.
not
right?
into it, man.
And you haven't found a really good movie.
No,
I think you just haven't watched really good movies.
I literally listened to the Weeknd's trilogy front to back. That's a 3 hour album. Like three mixtapes combined to one album, 3 hours straight.
Yeah.
Like I've listened to mad albums that are so long and stuff. Movie, I can't.
You can't?
I just can't do it.
It's just like something about it. Like you can listen,
I just find it boring.
but music is different.
Yeah, because I can just like do something.
But you're
or
doing
whatever.
something else when you're
Yeah.
listening to music, right?
But I find it much more like I'm much more into music than I am like visual movies and stuff like that.
Okay. Okay, that's interesting. Is that like how you learn as well? Or no, is that something else?
Nah, I gotta visually see it when I learn.
Okay, when you're learning visually,
Yeah, I gotta
you
visually see
need
it.
the visuals.
Yeah,
But when you're, I guess for entertainment,
I'm always
more
been a music guy.
more music and more audio.
Always been music guy.
Do you listen to podcasts?
Well, a lot.
Oh,
I've
wait,
been
you
listening
do,
to
yeah.
podcasts. I think I just started listening to podcasts. I listened to podcasts before COVID happened. 'Cause
Okay.
I remember I was listening to the BBC podcast, and that's when the Wuhan market first broke out, and they didn't know what it was. So I've been listening to podcasts for at least like 2-ish years, 3 years maybe.
Okay. But then do you prefer podcasts over like watching a video?
Yeah,
Okay, that's interesting.
I've always been audio, like everything pretty much.
For me, like so when you don't really go on YouTube?
Well, I go on YouTube like when I'm eating, I watch YouTube. But like throughout my day, like I'm just podcast. When I'm at work, I'm podcasting. When I'm in my free time, audio. Like I'm not. Does
Like
that
in
make
your
sense?
when you're in free time, it's still podcasting.
Usually,
Not okay, but you obviously go on YouTube sometimes.
I go on YouTube sometimes.
But you prefer the audio.
Yeah,
Interesting. For me, I think I watch a lot more. I use YouTube. Sure, we can talk about YouTube.
Yeah, let's
But
do it.
I use YouTube mainly just to watch stuff. Okay, wait, that
everyone does that, man.
sounds so dumb. I don't know. That's not what I meant.
Like that's like you don't watch TV.
I go on YouTube to watch stuff. Yeah, that's what I do.
Like you don't watch TV and stuff. You just watch YouTube.
Yeah. Oh no, no one watches TV. Who watches TV?
A lot of people watch TV. At
Old
work,
people watch TV.
No, even like people our age. They're like, you never saw a TV show. You never saw a movie. I'm like, bro,
Okay, are you talking?
Been
Are you
outside.
talking in the past tense, like before, or like right now, or even
Right
TV
now.
show on Netflix? That's
right,
different.
people watch like Squid Game. People
Okay,
watch
that's
like,
Okay, that's not TV. That's still streaming. I mean, like literally cable TV.
oh man, people love Seinfeld and Friends.
Oh yeah, but that's like before. That's like the older people.
My brother loves that.
And he watches cable,
Yeah, my brother loves cable TV.
and he'll watch Friends on cable,
Bro, I kid
even
you
though you
not.
can just stream Friends.
Bro, TV is on all day at my house.
Okay,
My mom, my brother watching TV all day, man.
and they have Netflix.
Yeah,
They still prefer cable, or are they just used to a cable?
mom's on and off. My brother, YouTube. If not YouTube, just straight cable.
Why?
I don't fucking know.
Oh, because I feel like it's getting really outdated. Same with radio. Everyone's just listening, like you said, podcasts or stream music. Everything is just streaming, because like TV is so just they don't want to go through ads.
That's true.
No, it's nothing on demand. Maybe the only thing for cable is just sports. But even then, you can live stream sports.
Not even live stream because like you can get NBA League Pass.
That's what I'm
since, like,
saying, yeah.
that's been around since I was like 13, I think.
Yeah, so it's like, when do people? There's no reason to go to cable.
I think it's more of like, maybe like a conservative type of person.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Like
saying.
they don't like the change.
Older
Like
people.
I'm fine with not having cable.
We took away cable so long ago. We just go Disney, not even Disney, like Netflix first and Disney Plus,
Yeah,
and then Spotify, everything. Like no one buys music either.
bro. My uncle cut his cable. I think maybe like 6 years. No, actually, like 10 years ago. I think he cut his cable.
Wow. Yeah,
Just didn't need it.
I remember seeing the Netflix ads when I was watching cable, and I was like, "What is it?" I was a kid. I was like, I always see Netflix ads. Oh, for like $4.99, you get unlimited.
It was cheap.
It was cheap, and I never thought any of it. I never like, oh, let's try it. I was just a kid. I just like skipped through it. It was crazy how things changed in like it was like 10 years, not even. No, yeah, actually,
I don't remember, man. Everything's been a blur.
it's just so fast. But YouTube, I watch YouTube. What do you watch YouTube for? What do you mainly watch YouTube for?
I watch cooking videos. I watch golf videos.
Okay.
YouTube's where I learned how to work out.
Dude, same.
Everything when it came to gym was from like Mike
Same.
Rashid, Simeon
Same.
Panda, CT Fletcher, like those guys.
Do you watch YouTube mainly for entertainment or you're learning education or like a mix? Edutainment. Edutainment.
Mix. It's a mix.
Okay.
Entertainment's usually like cars, golf, cooking, whatever. Entertainment is usually like realtor stuff,
Right.
like properties, stocks, stuff like that.
Is it mainly more education?
Mainly more
Or
entertainment because I only
Okay.
watch YouTube when I'm eating. That's the only time I really have time to really
Okay.
watch a YouTube
Okay.
video.
Right.
And like I'm not trying to like I'm doing so much shit throughout the whole day. I'm not trying to like
Right. Because you're at work.
I need a mental reset. So I'm just
You gotta chill and just watch
gotta
something.
chill out, watch
Just-
something cool for a
yeah,
bit.
yeah, yeah. I think for me, I'm always learning something. And I don't want to come off as like, oh, I'm better than everyone. I'm always learning. But it's like, I feel like every second, if I have spare, dude, these headphones are.
Can
Wait.
you stretch it? Oh, I see what you mean. Why don't you do one ear off when you're on? Do like that, because the light's shining on that ear, so you have that ear free. Then this side shade, so it won't. Does that make sense?
How does it stay on?
Just twist it.
Sweating.
Push this one forward and push that one back a little bit,
Okay.
like that.
Oh, this feels weird.
Because then the ear that's covered by the headphone isn't in the light, so it doesn't get as hot, and the ear that's in the light doesn't get covered by the headphone. Because the light adds heat.
Oh, is it the headphones or is it just like, how do people do that? How does Joe Rogan wear for 3 hours?
I don't know.
I don't know if it's the headphones, like the muffs, the pads are
Could
bad.
be the head. It could be because the headphone hasn't been broken in. It's very tight.
I guess it's sweating. They wear for 3 hours straight.
That's true.
Crazy. But yeah, I mainly watch. I'm literally always. I feel like I'm always learning something because I'm very like a curious person. Every second I'm like I'll be eating breakfast and I'm learning. I'll pull up a YouTube video. So I use YouTube videos mainly for tutorials or just when I'm learning something. Almost never for education. No, never for like entertainment. I guess sometimes I'll pull like David Dobrik vlogs, but not so much now. I feel like I'm always just like right now I'm just learning a bunch of stuff about like crypto and NFTs, and I watch just hours of YouTube videos. I was just learning Korean before on YouTube. I don't know why. I think it's Squid Game, but I just felt like learning Korean, and now I just pull up YouTube videos and I'm in Korean school. Or like it's just always like. And then if you bring back to you said workouts, I learned back in like first year university. All workout stuff was from Jeff Cavalier, Jeff
Athlete X.
Nippert,
You were a
AthleteNext.com.
big Athlete Next guy.
Dude, I watched him every day.
Oh my gosh.
Every day. Like I have phases of like learning periods, I guess, where I'm like more curious or more wanting to learn more about this. And it's just I'll dedicate all my time to that. When I'm not doing school, I'm literally watching AthleteNext. I'm on the
Holy.
bus, I'm listening to a podcast about like nutritional stuff or like working out, hypertrophy, how to maximize that. But I just like always learning something, and I don't know.
I don't want to touch the fitness thing yet because I want to like save it for when Nelson's here.
Yeah, well,
But like, oh man, there's so much in that.
Jeff Cavalier.
The way that the fitness world has changed from like 2013 to now is significant. Like the people that you learn from now is different. It's a whole different cultural shift, and like I think we should move on to that later. But
We can talk about
it's a
when
lot.
Nelson Lee gets on the podcast. He's
Fit
got
Nels.
10,000 followers now
on what, on Instagram?
on TikTok.
Holy
Man's blew up with like a 300K video
holy
talking about rowing.
rowing.
Yeah, he's like, you should not row like this with your legs on top of the
that one.
bench.
I never understood that. Do people actually row like that?
Yeah, because it's taught like that.
I've never done that.
I've done that when I was starting out, and then Jeff Cavalier's like, don't do that.
Bro, I remember like when I first started working out, I was watching like Mike Rashid and Ali Fletcher and them. Like they'd be rowing like 120 pound, 200 pound dumbbells like off the rack. Like
Yeah.
I learned doing it off the rack, or like doing it off of a bench, like incline bench, and like rowing down like the way Nelson is. I
do
never
that.
saw
I do that now.
I never saw the Pilates
Really?
version.
That's like the most like you'll see that everywhere when like people are starting out. They'll
I see people do it, but I never I never did
no,
that.
I did that, but I stopped. But yeah, he blew up like 10K now.
That's
We'll get
crazy.
him. We'll get you on the podcast, Nelson, if you're listening or watching.
Yeah, I gotta save all
Soon.
that fitness stuff for later because
Yeah,
it's a
well, I
lot,
don't
man.
want to say that for you. You'll be our. I don't know if you're our first guest. I don't know what our first
We
guest
might,
is.
we'll see. Both our first guests
How
that
do
we
I?
have in mind, like,
I think definitely after next week's episode, we'll have a guest.
yeah. But I have so many questions for both of them, like so many things that we got to touch. Cause like
Keith.
Keith, man,
Oh yeah. Um, but YouTube, I hate they removed the dislike button.
I don't really care about that.
Really?
I don't really.
Cause I hate it.
I'm-
For me, yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. You go ahead.
Like I said, tutorials. I'm always learning on YouTube.
Mm.
Dislikes is such a good metric to use to see whether the video is good or not. Immediately, I click in, and then I'll always look at that ratio, that bar that I like to dislike, and if the dislike is a lot, I immediately click out. I don't even listen to it because I just know. Usually the audience is right, unless it's like they're joking and it's like Jake Paul video and everyone hates him. That's different. But for tutorials, dislikes are so useful. At least for me, I think there's splitting differing opinions. But now I have to go in and it's like I have to actually watch it to see if it's bad, and it's like I'm already spending time watching it. But what if it's bad?
Why don't you look at the comments?
Or I look at the comments, but sometimes they can delete comments or disable
I
it,
see.
right? So when they disable and there's no dislikes, I go in and it's like, okay, well, I don't know if this is good, especially if they're a low sub count. Obviously, I'm not saying all low sub count people are bad, but generally low sub count, it's like their stuff isn't as sort of informative or good.
I usually just look at their profile. Like I look at their profile and their videos. I'm like, do you look like you know what you're talking about?
I guess
That's-
there's like a
there's so
gut
many-
feeling too, right?
There's so many fake people like who doing this, that, and the third. Like they'll be like, "Oh, I'm a professional realtor. I make this much." It's like, yeah, but like I haven't seen you sell a single thing. You've just been talking for X amount of times. You know what I mean? Like I just kind of give them a background check. If they look legit, I'll listen to them. If they don't look legit, I'm gonna be like, "Yo, you're just faking it." Because
That's-
especially now, people fake everything for clout.
No, that's true. That's true.
So I just go off of that.
Yeah, but it's like the dislike is so easy. You see it, you yell it. It's
Yeah.
like, I don't know.
I'm not surprised, man. Because like if you look, I don't want to be like that old dude, but like you know what I mean? Like the way that the culture is shifting, like they give every kid a participation medal now. They give every kid's a winner. Every kid's this. So like, and like they got rid of the likes on Instagram because it was hurting people's feelings.
I still see it.
It was a temporary thing. They got rid of it, brought it back. But like
Oh yeah, you can
getting
choose.
rid of the dislike button is like people just sensitive, man. It is what it is. Like it's just
Yeah.
people are just accommodating for it. You know what I mean? So it's like,
Yes, but the funny thing is, on shorts, dislikes still show. Like what the heck?
I ain't gonna lie, and please watch our shorts. Our shorts are fire, but I have not watched a single YouTube short in my life.
It blows up. It actually blows up like IG Reels or TikTok.
Because people have the attention span of a freaking rabbit.
But it's like, why do people use shorts? I guess the same question is, why do people use Reels when there's TikTok?
It's because everyone's trying to compete with it.
I know.
Because like Instagram's trying to compete with TikTok, YouTube's trying to compete with TikTok because the short form is. Everyone thought the short form was dead when Vine died off.
Yeah.
Everyone thought that short form videos were gone for now.
Yeah.
And then TikTok blows up out of nowhere, or Musically blew up, TikTok blew up, whatever. And everyone's like, oh, short form content's still a thing because people's attention spans are so short.
Yeah. Short form content is the way to go right now. That's why our highlights and clips do so much better than the long form content.
Yeah.
Because no one's got the time or attention to sit through or listen through. I guess podcasts are easier to multitask though,
Yeah.
because you can play something while you're doing something.
I feel like I saw a study once that said that our attention spans are actually getting shorter.
Is that true?
I think.
Is it that it's getting shorter, or it's just always been short, and then short form content just exposes that?
BBC News in 2017 said that the average attention span is down from 12 seconds in the year 2000 to now 8 seconds.
Say that again.
In the year 2000, according to the BBC in 2017, in the year 2000, the attention span on average was 12 seconds. As of the year 2017, when this was written, they're saying the attention span of a human was now 8 seconds.
How do they measure that?
I don't know.
Like, how do you know someone? Yeah, how's it measured?
I don't know, but like average. So like we don't know how they gave that, how they got that, how they gauged it, whatever. But I don't know, man.
Is that a good thing or bad thing?
I don't know.
Because it's just, I feel like it's how it is. And it makes sense. Because, I don't know. I mean, TikTok, I guess, has done that, and Vine sort of shows that our attention span is really bad. It's so bad now. Like, if I'll scroll so much and I won't even give it like 1 second on a video, and then I'll only stop if it's super interesting.
I literally just like same thing on YouTube. I'll just give them a little check. I'm like, do you look legit? You don't look legit. I'm just keep going. Like I'm just not trying to listen to some BS right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, man.
How are you, Jayden?
Oh man. Honestly, I feel like these podcasts are just like we're just trying to learn more about each other and ourselves.
Yeah, that's good.
It's like a therapy session almost.
Yeah, man. So how are you doing?
I'm doing all right, man.
How are you really doing, Jayden?
I'm doing all right.
How are you
I've-
really doing?
I feel like a lot of things that I feel right now, I think should be put on a different podcast. Like the fitness thing should be put with like Nels. I feel like I don't know, because that's all I do is work in gym.
Oh, so you want? Oh, okay.
So I feel like a
So
lot
you're
of-
gonna just talk about your fitness stuff.
Not that it's like I don't know about you, because we train. I feel like we train differently. I think we'll just touch on this now and go back with Nelson, right?
Because I think Nelson, yeah, whatever. Nelson.
Because we could probably repeat it with Nelson, because Nelson's a third person, so he can
no
still-
one's listening. Whatever.
Yeah, but like I don't, because I feel like you train more so like in terms of health, like you care more about your joints than I do. Like when I was
That's
starting,
only recently for me, actually. But yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
yeah, but more recently. But like when I started working out and like when I still work out, like I grew up watching like grew up watching Arnold and like all these Olympian dudes, like these big dudes, like lifting as much weight for as many good reps as possible. Like that's how I train.
Mm-hmm.
So like I'll be in the gym, right, and I move gyms, so I'm the youngest. Well, move gyms as of back then, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like the youngest person in the gym.
Really?
By far. There's only one guy who's younger than me, but he just started, so he doesn't really count. But I'll be in the gym with the same people because same time every day, pretty much, right? One is a legit bodybuilder. Other two are like they look like bodybuilders. I don't know if they're on roids or not, but they're like these cut dudes, right? Other one's this trades guy, just strong, right? So those are the guys I work out with. I'm around when I go to the gym, right? These are big dudes, right?
Yeah.
I lift similar weight to them, but I'm not nearly as big as them. And I used to be like, and I already have body dysmorphia from all these years, whatever. So I'm already like,
Okay.
I'm always in the gym tripping, like, why am I not as big as these guys and stuff, right?
Okay.
Bro, these guys like have decades on me, man. These
Yeah.
guys are like 30, 40 years
You
old.
have to remind yourself
And
that.
I have to keep reminding myself that. And like, I'm wondering, like, do you feel the same too? Like, when you're in the gym, do you compare yourself to other people and be like, why am I not doing the same
First
as
off,
them?
Jayden, you're jacked. Don't even think like you're lank, like
Nah.
skinny and bro.
When we bring Nelson on, you'll see like that's a normal thing, the body dysmorphia. But like,
I know it's a normal thing, but I'm just saying, you're amazing, dude. You're amazing. This is a
Thanks.
Spider-Man reference too.
didn't even know that.
You're amazing. He was like, this guy was like, he's like self-talking, like saying negative stuff about himself. The other Tobey Maguire, I don't want to spoil it, shoot. Well, the Spider-Man was like,
Just bleep
don't
it.
say that. You're amazing.
Just
Don't."
bleep it.
But yeah, how do I feel that?
Yeah,
I
do you feel
the
that?
body like when I'm in the gym, do I compare myself? I think comparison it'll happen.
Yeah.
I try not to, and I think I'm pretty good at doing that because I don't really care. The only comparison I do is maybe I'm trying to think. Maybe starting out for sure. That's more common. Like maybe it's like, oh shoot, why? I'm trying to think.
When did you start? Grade 10?
I know as a kid I've always wanted to work out. Do you ever just when did I start? When I actually start?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Joe Rogan, I don't know how you do this.
Probably has a different pair of headphones. We should look at the headphones he has later.
So annoying. These are good headphones. When did I actually like legitimately start going to the gym? Probably like grade 12.
Grade 12?
12 summer probably, or summer of 11 probably. Yeah, but then it's like on and off, and then when I stayed on a consistent streak since I guess like first year.
So what, 2 years now?
3.
3 years.
Yeah, but starting out, or like before I was a kid, I always wanted to work out, and I've always like secretly, do you ever do that? It's like you secretly work out in your room, and it's like you're for some reason embarrassed.
1000%.
For some reason, you're embarrassed to work
Yeah.
out. Why is that a thing? I saw that it's so common. I see that all over TikTok. People do that.
For me, it was because I was so skinny. Like when I first started working out, like I couldn't bench the bar, so I just didn't do chest.
So it's like no, like even at home, like you're embarrassed to work out.
Yeah, like, I'm skinny as hell, man. I'm not trying to like see the meat get the push-ups on or something like that. I don't know.
I get, is that like so funny? It's like I just go in my room, do push-ups secretly, and do like
Yeah,
10 reps of sit-ups, and like I'm sweating.
the circuit, man.
And it's like, oh, what are you doing, my mom? I'm like, nothing.
And, like you hear someone walk up the stairs, like you stop doing the push-ups, you
Just
like try to
stop
act
doing it.
normal.
That's so weird. But yeah, I think definitely starting out for me, I was sort of like a bigger kid. I was chubbier. I guess for me, I was like, okay, I want abs. Oh, I wanna look jacked. Like, well, I'm so chubby. I guess that's sort of the body dysmorphia for me, in a way. But then now, I don't care, man.
Yeah.
Like I'll be doing weird stuff. Knees over toes, dude. Knees over toes changed. I don't want to say changed my life, but he's so good. I'll be doing weird like exercises. I'll walk backwards on the treadmill because that's like a big thing. It's so good for your knees. But everyone will be
Yeah.
staring. Like, what are you doing? Like, I don't care. Like, I'm like proud to do it. I'm just like doing it. I'll do Nordic curls. Nobody knows. Nobody.
Those
in the,
look tough.
Nobody in the gym does that. They're looking at me,
It looks tough. I ain't gonna lie.
dude. It's so tough. But like, I've been sticking at it for 1 month. It's like I'm almost at a full curl, dude. It's you should try it.
But I feel like the gym you go to, like I feel like people will stare no matter what, because you go to a community center.
That too.
Like people, you could be lifting like a
Yes.
literal dumbbell curling, people still stare at you.
Yeah.
So like,
I guess I haven't been to like a very intimidating gym where everyone's jacked and big and like your gym.
it's kind of it was scary at first. I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, I've been to World Champ actually.
Yeah.
It is. I guess it's a different vibe compared to like community gyms.
Yeah, it's a complete. That's why I went there. Because I remember I used to work out at South Arm. First off, the gym there, South Arm was because that's where I started, right? So like I've been going there. Like that was the place where I first got my first goals and stuff like that. Bro, January hits, I literally me and Dim just left because it got so busy. We were just pissed off. We'd be in the gym for only an hour workout. We'd be there for 2 hours because everything was taken up from all the New Year's resolutioners. We literally just left gyms because of that. I'm kidding you not. That's the only reason why my world champs because I left because of that and back in like 2019, I think. And I haven't gone back.
That makes sense. I guess yeah. If I'm more in a scare, I guess when I went to World Champ, it was different, and like you do feel a little more like self-conscious, and you want to compare.
But there's also like a freedom of like you can do whatever you want and they all kind of understand it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Because like I'll go to the gym, like there's like the bodybuilder guys. There's like this one older man who just does like the stuff you do, like the stuff to strengthen his core, strengthen his whole
Okay.
body type of stuff. It's an Olympic powerlifting kind of guy. We all kind of be like, yo, what's up?
That's
We're all cool with each other. We're all
the
like,
fitness community is very nice.
you know what I mean? Like
actually.
we're all open to each other. Community
Yeah,
center,
yeah.
I remember I used to get stares when I deadlift, I stares when I do bench or whatever. Like people just stare.
Mm,
And like people, one time I was doing cable rows and like I put down the weight. Not super slammed, but it definitely made a low sound because what 120 on the thing is gonna make a noise. He's like, "Hey, don't make it so loud." It's like you're in a gym, bro.
yeah.
Like, what do you want me to do? Make it so silent? Like, I don't get it.
I guess it's. I don't know. Upstairs, yeah, I don't mind it. It's like whatever. Well, especially when I'm doing Nordics, I feel like they're more just like, "Wow, what is he doing?" Rather than like, "Oh, what the heck is he doing?" So I'm just doing it. I'm like flexing it, almost there.
But it looks tough. I see you do the stuff, and I'm like, looking. I'm like, I never tried it, but I know it's tough.
Dude, and I've only started like a month ago. For me, I like before. I guess before I really wanted to work out and get jacked and all that, and look really yoked up, like you.
Hey.
No pause there.
No, I'm just like, all right.
No pause
I'm
there.
not used to that.
But now it's like I'm thinking more about okay, longevity and functionality. It's like I don't wanna. I still want to be moving, mobile, and
1,000%.
flexible and just healthy and like be able to run when I'm in like 50s or 60s, right? So like that's sort of my mindset now when I go to the gym. And knees over toes guy, Ben Patrick, watching him now sort of really emphasizes that. And that's why I'm doing like so much of this lower body different leg workouts. Like I don't even do squats anymore.
Really?
I don't do barbell squats. I don't deadlift. I'll just be doing his exercises. He's got like the ATG split squats. It's like these deep ass. I can't demonstrate it now.
Oh, I saw you doing those.
Those are like it's like regular lunges, but you squat deep
Yeah.
and go knees over toes. Literally, that's how it's named. You gotta go knees over toes, man. And it's a lot of misinformation in fitness. Before it's like you never go knees over toes, right? At least that's what I learned.
No, I always learn knees over toes.
Really?
Yeah, because when I growing up, I was watching powerlifters and like Olympic dudes.
Okay, and they know.
I'm not watching like some person who squat 90 degrees parallel. Like I'm watching like 405, 565 ass to
that's
grass,
good.
bro.
That's good.
Like for
That's
reps. Like I grew up watching like It's called the Valley of Death, I think, by C.T. Fletcher.
Mm.
You have a row of dumbbells like stacked up like this, right? You're lying on the floor, skull crushers, 20 reps. Throw the dumbbells up, 20 reps. You're going down the whole line. And you're starting with like 50, 70-pound dumbbells for dumbbell skull crushers. Like I grew up watching that kind of stuff.
What?
Like,
Wait, why is that video? That sounds familiar. I watched it, I think.
you probably saw it.
Or I saw him do it with Jeff Cavalier.
Yeah, that guy. No, I grew up in that era when like
Okay.
bodybuilding, like roids everywhere. Like people were repping like 315 for freaking Hercules. Literally curled 315.
Okay.
The dude curled that. Like like back then, like I watched, like I just hear plates clanging. I see people like put plates on the easy bar, just curl it for reps. Like I've been on a different level, man.
Like, and do you want to be like that?
Before I used to like really want to like just hear plates clanging and stuff like that.
Okay.
Now like I'd realize like, yo, they're all on roids. Crazy roids.
It's not realistic.
It's not realistic, but I mean like it's a different era back then. Like the fitness influencers back then were different.
Yeah. I guess it's just like different. Man, you gotta go knees over toes. If you're listening, you gotta go knees over toes. There's nothing wrong with going knees over toes. And regression is progression.
Yeah.
He talks about regressing the exercises to where you can comfortably do it with pain-free movement.
What was your first goal in the gym? Like when you first started going to the gym, what were your first goals?
Like anyone's, you just gotta, I just want to look jacked. I want to
Really?
get abs.
You didn't have like a weight goal or anything?
No, weight, I didn't focus on weight.
Oh, I
I
see.
knew, because I knew weight wasn't a good indicator of what you're going for, because muscles are heavier than weight. And I knew that very early on.
Yeah.
And obviously, I'm not like overweight, like 300 pounds.
Oh,
Maybe
no,
that-
like pushing weight. Like the weight that you're moving around, not your body weight.
Oh, you're not talking about body weight. You're talking
No,
about weight.
Like when
Oh,
when
did
did
I
you
have-
first want to hit a plate? When did you first want to do that dip?
From the freaking high school, everyone was like, "Yo, you got to bench a plate," and if
Yeah.
you can't bench a plate, you're weak as shit. I'm like, "Okay, I get a plate."
Yeah.
And I didn't get a plate in high school, but did I? I think I got like
You
one.
did. I remember going crazy with
One
that.
really bad rep. Yeah, oh yeah, definitely in high school. It was peer pressure and everything.
But do you still have that?
Now it's like no.
No?
No. Like now it's just like I don't focus on the weight. It's like whatever weight feels good. If it just happens that today I have my off day and it's just a plate on a bench.
Yeah.
But then I still feel stimulated when I'm benching, that's fine. And then some days when I'm good, I'll push heavier. Obviously I'm always trying to progress.
Yeah.
But it's like I don't really care anymore.
You gotta take deloads. That's a normal thing. You gotta deload sometimes.
Yeah, but I don't really care the weight. Obviously, I'm monitoring, but I don't care if I'm not pushing a lot of weight anymore. Like I don't place emphasis on that.
So after that plate, you kind of just gave up on all the weight stuff.
I'm still like progressing. Like I'm at play like 15 or 20 now.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, if I'm there, I'm always trying to progress, right?
Yeah.
If I don't get to it, then it's like whatever. I'll see what I'm doing wrong and maybe try to push more weight, because obviously progression means you're improving and your physique
Yeah.
is changing.
Yeah.
So that's important. I'm not saying don't progress. Progressive overload always, but I don't like beat myself down if I don't get it.
I beat myself
Yeah?
down every day, man.
Really?
Holy. But it's like when I look back at it, I know that because if you just look back like a week or whatever, I know that I'm making really good progress. But I'm always so caught up in the moment. I'm like, fuck, I didn't get that. I didn't get this. Yo, last week I was doing this. Like I don't, because I remember when I first started working out, like first time with Ray and like I think Justin was there too. Like my first goal was like dumbbell press 35 pounds, because that was the end of the rack, end of the first line of the rack. So I wanted to have two 35s, 35 in each hand, just dumbbell press that. Bro, I'm bicep curling 40s now. And I still feel small, even though I'm literally curling what I used to struggle to bench press with dumbbells. And it's like, it's such a weird thing to think about. Like I did RDLs with 315 last week.
I saw.
315 is an insane number to deadlift alone.
It is, and you're already yelling it.
And it's like, it's such a mental thing.
It
I don't
is.
get it. I think it was Dom Mazzetti, like Bro Science. I don't know if you watched that. He's like one of the early early fitness influencer comedy guys.
I think so.
But he was like saying like, yo, the second you start working out, you will never be enough. And I'm like, yo, that's fucking facts, man.
It is Max, bro.
Because it's weird. It's such a weird thing. You would think that you're more confident, but you're not.
It's just a mindset thing, right? You're just thinking, okay, you're never enough. It can be good and bad because you're
Yeah.
pushing yourself. But at the same time, when you're having those off days, you really criticize
Yeah.
yourself. You know, we're our own worst criticizers.
Yeah.
We are Yeah.
Yeah, like we're the hardest critics on ourselves.
Yes, that's
Remember I don't remember if you were there, but like when we first went to the weight room at the high school, everyone's trying to lift that 100-pound dumbbell. You know what I mean? That's the heaviest dumbbell in the school, right?
I'm trying to lift it or like
Everyone's trying to
row
lift it
it.
off the rack. Everyone's trying to do this and that. Bro, I can probably dumbbell press that right now if I wanted to.
Really?
I dumbbell pressed 95s for reps
I believe. Oh, dude.
before.
Bro. Oh.
After a set of like a couple weeks, I haven't dumbbell pressed in a while.
Okay.
I basically what happened was I was doing sets of 8. I did 8 with 90, and then decided to do 95 for the first time. I gassed myself on the 90s, but I can probably do 100 right now if I wanted to, because this was like
I
a
believe
couple
you.
months ago.
This man's strong. Like,
But it's like,
you got like sneaky strength.
bro, what is happening?
It's just,
It's the weirdest thing.
you just gotta switch it around, man. For me, I don't think like that anymore. It's just like, if I feel good, good for you that you already went to the gym today,
I went this morning, yeah.
right? It's like, yo, dude, you're doing like way more than, if you want to compare, you're doing way more than like 60-70% of the people in the world.
Oh no, I'm comparing myself to people who are like dead ass, like they've been lifting for a while.
I know, right?
These guys are scary looking.
I know, man.
So it's like I have no business comparing myself to them, but I still do it just because it's natural to me.
I
Like
guess.
I've been doing that.
Right. But, it's like, just gotta pay attention. It's like, it's sometimes not good for your mind,
Yeah.
right? Because you could get negative self-talk.
I did notice that when I left the South Farm gym, because South Farm gym, I was like lifting the heaviest of everyone almost. Dumbbells max at 90 there. I've never seen someone deadlift 405 or more, and I've been doing that. I go to the world champ, bro. Everyone's lifting like more than me. I'm like, damn. It's almost more motivating being there, but at the same time, it also fucks you up a little bit.
I guess, right? It's like, whatever, man. Everyone's different. Everyone's got their own strength. Everyone's in their own journey, and you just do you, man. You think about how much did you lift last week?
205.
How much did you lift this week or today or whatever?
205.
How much did you lift 2 months ago?
I was struggling with like, I don't remember.
There you go, man. Probably lower.
I don't know.
Okay,
Maybe.
5 months ago.
I don't know, man. I actually don't know. I just take it day by day at this point. I'm
Exactly,
not really looking
man.
back.
And you're probably improving, because it's like, if you look at it day by day, you probably don't see improvement. But if you look at it the whole macro, you're like probably way stronger, dude.
It does annoy me that I can't live heavy until January 7th because my belt comes in that day. I don't have a belt right now.
You never had a belt?
I used to have no, I never had a belt.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you always had a
I
belt.
can't deadlift or squat heavy until that belt comes in, man.
Yeah.
So I'm just stuck right now, but I mean, it's cool.
January 1st coming around, New Year's resolution. What's your New Year's resolution?
Mine? God, no, man. I never believed in that.
Same.
I felt like if you want something, you got to start the next day.
It's true.
Push it off till January 1st. You're never going to get it done. You're just procrastinating.
Word.
Do you have any personal resolutions right now? Not New Year's, just resolutions in general.
I mean, you always have goals, right?
Yeah.
It's like you said, resolution, it's dumb. It's just an excuse to put off your goal.
Literally.
Right? Like first week of the gym. I love that joke. When is the gym the most busiest in the year? First week of January.
Tapers off after that.
Tapers off so much.
Oh my gosh.
It's people just make it as an excuse to, like I said, hold off your goal. And people like announcing things, right? I have that problem too.
I announce things sometimes too, but that's for me mainly.
Huh?
I sometimes announce things on like my other account, but I just do it
Okay.
for me personally. Just
Right.
to have a footnote.
I guess, yeah. But a lot of people announce it, and it's like, you almost trick your brain to, as if you did it already. I know for me, it's like, it feels good to announce things, because it's like, oh my God, you're going to be achieving all these things.
Yeah.
And then once you announce it, you already feel all of that positive emotion. And it's like, okay, I don't want to actually do the thing now.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted to feel. And you just don't do it.
Well, like I think Ronnie Coleman was like, everyone wants to be a bodybuilder, but no one wants to lift a heavy weight.
Yeah. So it's like, New Year's resolutions, it's right, good for you, set it, but don't wait for New Year's to come.
Just if you have a goal, just make the goal and stick to it. Don't
Just
make it
make
a
the
New
goal.
Year's thing. Don't
Right,
make
don't
it
make it a New
this.
Year's
No
thing.
New Year, new me.
Don't announce it.
It's just another day, man. It's the same thing.
You know what,
The only
don't-
difference is that you have to buy a new calendar.
Yeah. Time
That's
is
it.
relative. Time is relative.
Time is a made up construct.
It is. So,
We
start
literally change the hours every few months.
yeah.
You think time is real? You think the sun is moving backwards for that 1 month and then resetting? No, we're just making it up.
Time is relative. Start your thing now. Start now. I think
Get
that's
some
the
help.
I think that's the best and worst advice. Starting now,
I don't think so.
because when I started my videography thing, I asked for advice. Everyone, I DM'd like all like the videographers, and the same advice to give was like start now. And I
Yeah.
guess it's like it's good advice, and I give that advice now too. But it's just like, how do I start? And it's like start now. Don't even think it. Do it.
I think it's part of it is because like you gotta show the initiative that you're actually about it. You know what I mean? Because we're talking about the influencer thing, right?
Yeah.
Anyone can be an influencer. How you start? Just start. It's like, well, why don't you give me some advice? Like, how do we know you're really about it?
Right.
How do we know if you're really like what you're trying to do with it? You know what I mean? So I feel like that's like the gateway into it. And then once like they see that you're for real, then they might give you like some legit advice, like yo, this. But we're not gonna waste our time giving advice to someone that like we don't know if you're about it or not.
Yeah, but a lot of times they just think like that is the best advice. I think it is the best advice. But it's like a lot of people asking is like they want some sort of shortcut.
They want the answers.
They want the answers when there is no answers. And the answer is just hard work and just doing it, right? And putting in the reps. So if you're asking, so you asked what my resolutions are?
Just your goals in life.
What are my goals in life? What are my goals in life? That's
At
a
the
good
moment.
question. At the moment, my goals are, one of them is this podcast, man.
Yeah.
I want to keep this up.
Yeah. Same here.
I think consistency is so hard. If we can make this consistent, that's like, wow.
I feel like it does help. Maybe just like how we got set up right now. Like just go to your house, just chill for a
Like
bit.
it's easy, right?
Yeah, and it's like a podcast is so easy to make. I feel like for us because we're just talking about each
Yeah,
other. We're
that's what I
talking
said
about our
in the first episode, yeah.
introspective stuff. We're just learning. It's almost like a therapy session recorded, pretty much.
Yeah.
So it's like
I saw TikTok. It's like, there's a TikTok. I don't know if you saw it. It's like men start podcasts instead of going to therapy.
I
and then the comment was like, girls start an OnlyFans instead of going to therapy.
have you thought about going to therapy?
Yeah, I have actually.
Same here.
But for me, I just feel like it's nice to have someone to talk to and share everything to them and just see like, just like talking.
I don't like the way you looked at me when you said everything.
I got nothing to hide.
I don't like the way you looked at me when you said that.
Did I look at you?
You looked at me like a little suspiciously. Like, everything. I was like, oh jeez.
No, I got nothing to hide, dude. I'm a clean slate. But you know what I mean? It's like I don't have like for me, and fortunately, I don't have like I don't deal with a lot of sort of emotional like depression or like just like I think I'm pretty stable generally.
You think you're stable, but you go to that therapist for the first day and they're gonna cut
They
everything
cut you
up.
up and make you stable and make you question
They're
yourself,
gonna say things like, "Oh, I am. This is traumatizing. Wow, I didn't know that."
right?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I haven't gotten. I am thinking about it, but
I think it's always a good idea to go,
Yeah, why not?
whether you're depressed or not.
why not just learn about yourself?
Yeah, it's just nice to. There's a buzzing. Sorry if you hear it on a podcast. I don't know if it's the headphones or the mic.
Could be the amp.
Maybe.
That's the only thing that's changed. Is the amp fully plugged in?
Whatever. It's podcast. What were we talking about? Oh yeah. So yeah, therapy. I mean, I've been to a counselor before.
I hated the counselor.
Counselor was not helpful. I went to the counselor in high school.
I fucking hate that counselor,
Wait, which one?
dude.
Oh, Mr. Bam.
Because those fuckers
I hate
kept calling me over the PA.
Dude, okay, that guy's not good.
Why the fuck would you call me over the PA?
Wait, what did he call you?
They would call me down to the office on the PA.
Generally go to the office.
Yeah.
Please? What? Mr. Bamford said that?
No, the office would call me and be like, and I go to the office, be like, oh, you want to go to like, you have to go to the counselor. I'm like, why the fuck you calling me over the PA, man?
Why
That should piss me off.
Why did they do that?
I don't know. They could just call the teacher and have me go over silently.
Oh, do you want to share what you were doing?
Nah, piss me off. Fuck you.
Yeah, I went to Miss Gill, the lady, even
Really?
though she wasn't my counselor, like alphabetically.
yeah.
But like I just did like Mr. Bamford.
Damn.
The
They call my
girls-
ass over the PA, man. That should piss me
Nah,
off.
I want to talk about stuff, and I went to Miss Gill. She was great.
Mm.
And it's like, I guess it's sort of helpful. Not really. It was really helpful.
It's not helpful at all. They're just there.
They were just there, and they're just like, okay. What are you gonna do about it? I'm like, oh, okay, thanks, bye. But she's nice. She's nice.
Oh, man.
But yeah, I feel like therapists they're sort of just there to listen, and a lot of times people just need someone to listen to.
Yeah.
Right. And I guess podcast is sort of like that. But it's more productive because you make it into content.
Yeah, you can make money off that.
You can make money. We'll make money off.
I see the money that they're handing out. iHeartRadio, Radio, Stitcher. Those guys handing out bags. Spotify gave Joe Rogan like what, 100 million?
Okay, Joe Rogan built it.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, it's there.
It is there.
Patreon,
Dude, attention is so important. If you get attention, people will give you money.
Squarespace.
Sponsored by Squarespace.
No, we're not.
No, we're not. You like the stats I sent you? I was like,
I didn't even look at it.
no,
had a
not the
chance.
podcast stats. That I sent it on you in the Instagram DM. It's like, within the first 6 months is when businesses or content creators make their first dollar.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
I think it said something like 2 years to actually make money.
2 years
off
to
of it.
actually like hire someone or something.
Yeah, and it makes sense because I watch a lot of like people like when they start off and stuff like either music or podcast stuff. It does 2 years is usually the time it takes.
And to think of it, it's actually crazy. So Think Media is the page I sent. It's a great page, Sean Cannell. But he's thinking about content from a business standpoint, which is true because you're technically starting a business when you're doing this. So he's like, although 2 years sounds a long time, compared to other businesses, it's actually really short. So it's like, that's pretty cool.
You see it a lot in music, like you see like how long it takes. It usually by their second, I think it was their second album, second full-on album. That's usually when they blow up. Consistent, like Drake, Lil Wayne, everyone. Second album is usually when they make it. So it's like there's always that period where you're just gonna have to keep figuring it out until you hit.
Yeah, man. So consistency. That's why I want to stay consistent with this. Not because, I mean, obviously it'd be nice when we start getting monetized, right?
Oh, obviously.
But like, that's not the main thing. It's just, it's just fun to do. And I think it'd be cool to build an audience and just doing this.
You can kind of tell when they do it for the money, though. You can kind of see it.
You think so?
Like I can tell like when people like do it just for the money. Like it comes off like fake.
It's not
It
genuine.
doesn't come off real. Like they'd be talking about the most trendy things at the moment. Like they'll be pushing that Astroworld video out the second it happened because they know it's trending and they know they're gonna get views off of it.
It's also tactical, though.
It's tactical, but it's also tacky. It's like why are you so like why don't you actually have some substance instead of just riding everyone else's wave?
I guess.
You know what I mean? Like some people just not like you can. I don't know.
I guess pick and choose. Like, not always being on the trending thing.
It's good. Obviously, if you're into the trends, hit the trends.
Sure.
But don't just make your whole thing off of being the freaking trend gossiper or whatever. If you're not into it.
Yeah, I think if you're consistent, someone will listen.
Yeah.
There's like really like, okay, I don't want to tear down other people, but it's like there's some
Tear them
channel.
down.
Huh?
Tear them down.
No, I'm just saying there's other channels on YouTube and you watch and you're like, what the heck? They're so bad.
Yeah. No.
But you look at their sub counts, like 100,000.
You can buy those though.
Okay, no. But then you look at their views, it's like actually matches. And you look at their engagement, and then you go to like oldest videos. I love doing this. I love going to channels and clicking oldest videos, and you see, what was their first video? And you see it was like in 2013, and they're dead ass like consistent for like so long.
I'm gonna take it one step further.
Okay, what are you gonna say?
Oh fuck! What was I gonna say?
You're so excited. What are you gonna say?
Oh man!
I saw you. I just wanted to finish my point before.
I'm sorry. What were you saying? Just keep going. I'll
I was talking about consistency, and I see these channels that I think are so bad. Not so bad, but it's like, okay, what? How do they have an audience? That's so mean. I don't want to. But it's like, I like seeing them. It's like, okay, let's go to the oldest videos because you can filter it like that. And it's like, oh, shoot, 10 years ago? 8 years ago? They've been doing this for a long time. Okay, no wonder they got an audience.
Yeah.
What are you going to say?
I don't remember what I was gonna say.
You don't
I'm
remember.
gonna try to say it, but I don't know if I'd say it full on or if I have the full thought right now. But like some people, like their content, they just don't have a personality. They have no personality, and they're just copying everything that's trending in hopes to blow up.
Okay.
And like, I don't know, man. Like they haven't. If you can think it, someone else has thought it. So whatever we say, there's gonna be someone out there, a group of people who are like, "Yo, we get it." Like they're on our side with it. Same time, there's a bunch of idiots out there. So if you have an idiot making a bunch of idiotic content, there's gonna be a bunch of idiots
But
following
there's going to
them.
be idiots following. Yeah.
There's a lot of idiots out there.
There's an audience for everyone.
Unfortunately,
Unfortunately and fortunately.
that's what I'm, that's. I feel like that's my point. Like it's just some of these people are just idiots, man.
Yeah.
They're just posting those idiotic
sure.
thing, and you're just like, oh my god, look at this. They're so cool. And it's like, no, they're not. They're just a whole loser, man.
Yeah. It's you get fueled on your own sort of supply. If you're a flat earther channel and all you talk about is the real is how flat earth is true, you'll get a bunch of flat earthers on your channel.
Shout out to Rory, but go and ask your favorite influencer what they've influenced.
What-
Answer is usually nothing.
What have you influenced?
What have you influenced? If you call yourself an influencer, what have you influenced?
You've influenced your audience.
You have influenced yourself. That's it.
Yeah.
Go ask your favorite content creator, what content have you created? Is it actually content?
It could be.
Most of the time it's not. It's just some random thing that you stole from someone else.
But the audience likes it.
Because the audience just likes fast things, man.
But that's what I'm saying. Everyone has an
Easily
audience.
impressionable.
Everyone has an audience. If you're our audience listening right now, thank you. You're one of the 1 in 5 people. One being my mom, two being my mom's second account.
The other two are our dogs.
The two are our dogs. Also my mom gets a dog account.
Oh, man.
But it's one of my goals, man. I think it's one of my bigger goals, especially going to 2022, is stick with this podcast. Consistency, but this podcast.
Yeah.
Because we can go back and next year, and we're here. We're at fourth episode, it's 1 month in. So times that by 12.
48.
Thanks. You got quick math, man. So 48th episode, we'll be here or somewhere else.
I think, too, is like just, like, even if we don't post it, just looking back and just seeing where our minds were at the time. Like, seeing how we thought, how we saw things. Maybe in a couple of years or a year, we'll see, like, oh, we didn't have the answer at that moment. But now we have the answer to that giant existential crisis we're having.
Yeah, that's another thing I love about just creating content, because you always look back.
Yeah.
Like, I said that in the very first YouTube video I made. Document, I want to vlog because I want to look back.
That was so long ago. Holy.
How long was that? Was it 2 years now? No, I don't
Not
think
really
it's
that
2
long
years.
ago.
Over
but
a year.
It felt like
It
a league.
feels long.
COVID stretched everything.
It feels so long ago. Yeah, it did. It did. Time is just so dragged out now. But yeah, I just love looking back, and it's cringe. I love to cringe at it. Because when you cringe at your old content, you know you've improved.
Bro, I cringed at myself from last week.
But it's good because it's growth. You know
Yeah.
you've already changed.
Yeah.
But man, looking back, I'm like, what the heck? How did I even post that?
It's like, how was I okay with that fit?
How was I okay with my energy on the camera? What is up, guys? This is the very first
Oh my
vlog.
gosh.
And I was copying Casey Neistat. I think copying's okay, honestly. There's no original thing. There's no such thing as an original idea, if you think about it.
Yeah, but there's a degree.
Obviously, I think starting out copying is good. There's a quote that says steal like an artist. So you steal, copy. Starting out is good because
Yeah.
you see how the top level people do it.
Yeah.
But once you copy it, then you start to sort of develop your own style
Yeah.
from that.
Don't just go all the way with it.
Yeah, so
And
then
it's just gonna be-
copying is good starting out. Steal like an artist.
You have inspiration.
Yeah, exactly. References, inspiration. But do you ever want to be a content creator?
Sorry?
Do you ever want to be like a full-blown content creator? Like that's your career?
It'd be cool. It'd definitely be really cool. But
Do you want to? Like that's your life.
I don't know.
You're an influencer,
I
or
don't-
however you want to call it.
I like the idea of being a content creator or creating an art without needing to constantly create it to survive. You know what I mean? Like I feel like if you take an artist like I don't know if I want to say it. There's one artist, I won't say it just because of certain things, but there's one artist that blew up on TikTok for making TikTok music.
Ticks.
I saw that and I was just like, you're not gonna make it for very long.
Oh, actually, Ticks.
I don't know who his name is, but
Tiago.
I'm not gonna say whose name it is. But there's this one guy. It's just if you make your music off of like not contemporary, just like a one moment, you have no real like lasting career in it, and you see them fall off. Lil Pump's a good example of that. He made the music for the SoundCloud era, even though most of them were on SoundCloud. What happened once everyone moved on? Man dropped an album yesterday.
Really? I've never listened to him though.
But I'm just saying, he dropped an album no one realized. Blueface dropped an album no one realized. When's the last time you heard something from like...
Island Boys.
They're not gonna make it very long if they don't fix their shit.
Do you see on the Impulsive on the?
Yo, I'm thugging, bro.
That guy wasn't okay. He was a little aggressive, I think.
He was a little mean to them.
He sounded a little mean. Like he could have
Little
phrased it differently,
condescending.
but then they also took it so offensively.
I think that guy just should have worded his thing better because we all kind of saw like, okay, yeah, don't take this moment for granted because you're gonna fail eventually if you don't fix your stuff. But don't say it like that. Like,
I
just
think it did that on purpose too, just
Yeah.
to see how they would react.
But,
And it
no,
was good content. That TikTok got like 11 million views.
yeah.
But
But you compare like an artist like the TikTok or the moment artist, right? Compared to like a J. Cole or a Black or a Kendrick, someone or
okay,
no,
okay,
compared to Black and St. John, like newer artists, right? Or like Forever Friday them, right? Anders, they make music that like they make like legitimate music, but they don't have to like keep creating that moment. They just kind of make music and kind of go off. I want to be more on that kind of wave.
you want to be a long-term, like
Not
a
so long term, but I want to
evergreen creator.
I want to make something that's my own and just have that be enough. Like I don't want to feel the need to create like to hop on a trend to survive.
Okay, so you want to be like a trend. You want to just be able to create your own content.
Yeah, I want to just make it. and
But
just-
so you would be a content creator.
yeah,
I think. Yeah.
but not
Okay.
a trendy one. If you know what I mean.
Okay. So that is sort of like. Would you say that is your goal? Or is it more just like that would be nice?
It's not a goal. It's more so just what I'm doing. I'm just posting stuff that I think is cool.
But do you get what I'm asking? Like, are you trying to do that,
No, not really.
or it's just like it was like, oh, that's just be cool?
It's just cool.
Okay.
I'm not really like because if I wanted to like for real do it, I don't have the time for that. Like genuinely do not have the time for that.
Well, if you want the for real to do it, you just make time for it.
No, like make time for it. I mean, like I quit working out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's creates a whole different issue.
it's
that
just like how bad do you
I'm
want
gonna
it?
start going to therapy in time at the gym. Like it's not.
That's what I'm saying though,
It's not worth it.
right? It's like how bad do you want it?
If I was a student, I would much more consider it. But I don't have the time for that right now.
Okay, but maybe.
If I go back to school, yeah, I would definitely consider it much more. But right now I'm working and going to the gym, this, that, and the third.
You were sort of a content creator though on TikTok. Do you want to talk about that? I put out a doc and you said
I know, I
sure.
saw.
It's okay. We don't have to. I'll just cut this part. That's fine.
That was more so like the thing I was saying earlier. That was more of a moment type of thing.
Okay.
Like that was a very trendy type of videos. They were very like
Ooh, yeah.
they weren't really like what like if you notice like the videos that were made prior during that era of my life, I guess, compared to now.
I don't really watch honestly.
But
I watched a bit.
even if you
but-
look back at it, there's a significant difference in how they were created if you look at it. Like they're not made with the same brain that they were made of before. Like the stuff I'm making now is more like who I am as a person.
Okay.
It's not really like back then I wasn't really making stuff like that. I was just kind of like
Going along with
I was going
it.
with a theme. Kind of
Okay.
thing.
Right. Did you like making it?
It was cool.
Okay.
It was cool getting stuff and like all these brand deals and stuff like that, but like it wasn't really content that like I genuinely was
Okay.
like, this is the stuff I make. Like I was kind of like whatever.
So
about
it was cool experiencing that sort of content creator like benefits, but the content you're creating wasn't in line with what you really wanted to
Yeah.
do, I guess.
Yeah.
It was sort of just like cool.
Yeah, and also see how trash that shit is, low key. Like just the
You said it.
lifestyle of
You
making,
said it.
lifestyle of trying to be an influencer. I'm not trying to knock anyone, but like because I've been saying this for a while.
Couples TikTok?
No, not couple sales, just like people who really try to like make it in the beginning.
Okay.
A little too like they're not making authentic stuff to build a genuine. That's my point earlier. You're not creating a genuine foundation for what you're trying to do. You're just trying to use stilts to try to push yourself to the top of the recommended or trending, whatever. But when you look back, you don't really have any substance to you. know what I
Okay,
mean?
so you gotta like focus on what you really want to create rather
Yeah,
than
'cause
trend
if you-
writing.
If you keep riding trends, you get famous, you make money off of it. You're just gonna have to keep riding trends. If you create a genuine foundation of who you are and stuff like that, and they mess with it and they push you up with it, and you have a genuine base at the level of you're making money, you don't have to worry too much about it because you know that whatever you make, they'll mess with it.
That's why I think blowing up is actually not a great thing, because everyone associates you with the video that blew up.
Oh,
and
definitely.
you gotta sort of imagine, like, you gotta replicate that almost.
Yeah.
Like when I blew up on my TikTok, it was like, okay, people followed for that video, but that's it.
Yeah.
So it's like, what do I do?
That's part of the thing for me too. It's like I blew up off that one video, like my actual account off that one video, right? I know what I could probably do to blow up, But I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to do the freaking ring light behind my back thing. Like, I'm not, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Can you do it?
I don't want to do that.
Please.
I am curious about what it looked like.
Dude, you gotta
But
do it. Your fans will go crazy.
Yeah, but I'm not trying to do that, though. I don't even have a ring light.
Just do a laptop, iPad.
A laptop or an iPad, jeez.
But yeah, it's like when I blew up, people falled for that, and I didn't know what to do anymore. I still, yeah, because you just think about, okay, everyone falled for that one video that blew up, but that's it. So it's like when I create my own content that I want, no one really watches it, which is fine. But it's like that's why I think blowing up, it's I think it's better to build an audience slowly through the content you're making, and you actually build an actual community rather than blowing up.
Well, it depends on blowing up, on like what you blow up for. Because I remember Russ, like he would put a song out every Friday, like for the longest time, and then What You Want blew up, which is in line with the radio you had. So when people saw that, they're like, oh, let me check out the other music. And there's like 50 other songs that are all kind of similar, so it kind of pushed them even higher up.
I guess that too. So that's why it's super important to be making content you like already.
Yeah.
Just in case it blows up.
Like just being genuine with yourself, not trying to like be someone else.
Because if the TikTok I made, I stole it. I'll just say it here.
Imagine, because think about this, like imagine
Copy.
you're a food TikToker, like
Yeah.
like that one dude who like, what was that guy's name who used to create like giant lasagnas and eat all of it? He was really famous back then.
Nico. Wait.
No. It was like a white dude.
Supersize. Wait.
It was like a country looking, he had like a beard and everything. He looked like he was from Texas. Like he was like really like masculine
Supersize
American.
me.
I don't know, but he like blew up eating like a crazy ton amount of food.
I think I know. Yeah.
Dude, eventually your cholesterol's gonna catch up. You still want to make that content? And if you stop making that content, you start becoming like a vlogger or whatever that, and they just came to see giant food, then what?
Well, some will stay.
Some will stay, but you're not gonna get nearly the same transfer
That's
over.
true. But it's like up to you. Do you want to continue eating, or do you want to make content you actually like?
Do you want like type 3 diabetes, or do you want to like be happy with your creating?
Yeah. Man, content creating is just so... It's still really new in the grand scheme of things. And it's still evolving and changing.
Oh, definitely, because you see like stars from Vine, like King Botch and them, they just started doing movies, like legitimate movies.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, but like 2016 to now.
That's crazy, though.
Yeah, I mean, so like it's like
Actors spend years before
Yeah.
they get on the big TV.
Addison Rae just did a Netflix show after how long has she been around? For like 2 years?
Charlie D'Amelio.
What has she been doing?
I don't know. I don't really follow her, but everyone likes her now. She's chill.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's chill. She's a nice 17. Just a girl.
The only thing I remember is like, yeah, they're just kids. That's the craziest part.
They're just Addison's our age though. But
Is she?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's yeah, man. Maybe this podcast will blow up.
Is the hype house still a thing?
No.
No?
No.
Oh.
I stopped.
What happened? They got evicted?
So I don't know. Just what didn't work.
Renegade wasn't paying the bills?
Something like that. Oh, they got too much money.
That's true. They make a lot of money. Dude,
Yeah.
imagine if we're American and we monetize our TikToks.
Creator fund is something, but still not a lot.
I know, but I'm just saying it'd be nice to make something.
It'd be nice to make a couple dollars, but Canadians are not there yet. YouTube is where it's at. So watch our YouTube. Get
Please.
get monetized. Your YouTube was monetized too, actually, right?
It was.
But you don't have.
Well, I mean, it technically still is monetized, just not mine.
It was a couple dollars.
Yeah, it is what
nothing.
it is, man.
It's nothing. It's nothing.
Hope they're doing well with it. Make that
Yeah.
money.
It's make that money, or try to make money. I don't even know what we talked about this podcast.
Yeah, it's kind of like,
I was like,
I don't know.
we're
What
talking about goals and yeah. So what is your goal, Jayden?
my goal.
What's your goal, man?
I don't know. I really don't know right now. I think actually, no, I have a goal, but I don't know if I want to say. Oh, okay, I'll say it.
Okay.
My goal right now is to stay as single as possible for the month of December. That is my current goal.
Is that a hard goal for you? It's a hard goal for Jayden.
It's not that hard of a goal.
It's a hard goal for Jayden to stay single. Look at this guy.
It's not that hard of a goal. But I'm just going to say this really quickly. From age 13 to basically last month, I was never truly single for a very long time.
Last month.
Pretty much. Like, I was always someone there. Kind of.
Last month. Wait,
we'll
is
talk
it?
about it later.
Okay.
But like, I'm just saying, like, I just want to like be single for as long as possible, and just enjoy that.
You make it sound like being single is so hard to do.
It's not. It's very easy to do. I just want to be very comfortable with
No,
myself.
like it's
and
so
be,
hard to like not.
No.
No, I'm not saying it's hard to be single. I'm saying you make it sound like it's hard to not be single. Not like being hard.
Oh,
Not
like you think like it's hard for me to like not try to like.
to not get someone.
No, I'm not. No.
You make it sound like you just
No,
get
it's
someone.
not. It's not that part. It's just like being comfortable with myself and being comfortable going places by myself and like
So your goal is being comfortable
yeah,
alone.
just being as independent as physically possible
Okay, that's a good goal.
and not get stranded in the
So
middle of nowhere.
has that been hard for you? We don't have to talk
It's
about
not
this if you don't want.
very. It's been a little difficult. I ain't gonna lie.
Really?
A little bit. I'm not used to going places like
yes.
full on. Like I'm not used to spending the whole day by myself. Like I don't know what to do half the time.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say like, is it just because you're not used to it?
Yeah, I'm sitting at home like, what the fuck should I do? Like I feel like I should always be doing something.
Mm.
It's weird just sitting down and like,
And
doing
when
nothing.
before when you're doing something, you're always just with someone doing
I was
something.
usually with someone or
right?
like whatever, like friends or whatever.
Okay.
Like I'm just trying to like do. Like I don't know, man.
No, that's
I
no.
want to go shopping in different places by myself and be fine with it.
Okay.
And not feel like anxious.
That's
or
actually
anything.
a really good goal
Yeah.
because I think it's important to understand how to do stuff alone.
Yeah.
Because when you're alone, doesn't mean you're lonely. Like, you
I
don't have, right? Do you feel lonely?
Not really.
And it's okay if you feel lonely.
A little
but
bit.
you're working
but
on that.
It is what it is.
Like, it's important that you're aware of that already.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah.
And you're doing something about it.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. Don't complain. You're actually doing something. This guy's a living example here.
Yes, sir.
Referring to that last episode.
Went to the gym
episode
this
3.
morning.
Look at this man. He's thriving.
Almost didn't make it to the gym yesterday, but you know what happened? God had other plans. Hit me with the earthquake real quick.
Did that affect you?
That shit woke me back up.
Oh, right, because you're up
I woke up
early.
at 4, almost fell back asleep. 4:13 hits around. Whole house shook.
It's
I'm
a
like,
3.6 earthquake.
yeah, but it
Not
woke
that
me
strong,
up.
but
So.
I didn't feel I was asleep.
No, my whole house shook. Woke me back up. I'm like, okay, went to the gym. Hit legs today.
Damn. Yeah, man. Like, you'll get there, dude.
God woke me up, man.
You'll get
Hit me
there.
with an earthquake.
Yeah. Like, it's important to be comfortable with yourself.
Yeah.
Self-love. Learn to love yourself before you love others. That's a cliche thing
I was
to
gonna
say.
like have a little shopping day to myself.
Today?
I was thinking about like just going out to like North Van and like downtown stuff like that. Do it, bro. It's freaking December 18th. People are Christmas shopping. I don't know if I want to go.
Because there's so many people, or because you
Parking
Oh, okay.
and COVID, Omicron, man.
Oh my god.
I don't know what's
Alright.
inside that Nordstrom or whatever, or that freaking Urban Outfitters or whatever I go to. I don't know.
Are you more of an introverted or extroverted person?
Introverted, 1000%. I'm not really like. I hate social settings sometimes.
Okay. But you need to be doing something with someone else.
I think it's just what I'm used to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very used to being around someone when I'm doing things.
Was that just because that's just how it was?
Just
Or
how it
like
was.
you needed someone to be doing something?
It's just how it was. Because I've been dating since I was like for real since I was like 13 pretty much.
Not surprising. Look
So
at
it's
this guy.
like, hey.
This guy, man.
But it's like, you know what I mean? Like I'm always out with someone or like with my friends or whatever.
Okay, so it's just a habit thing now.
Yeah,
right?
I'm just so used to
Okay,
having
okay,
someone
okay.
there. Like I'm not used to putting in headphones and
Okay.
being out in public or whatever.
Okay. I think, yeah, because if you are more of an introverted person, I think it'll be easier. Because then you'll end up being more comfortable with
No, but if
yourself.
introvert, I only have so much like social battery, whatever. So I don't like being around a lot of people.
And that's what I'm saying. So I think it'll be easier for you to adapt to that being alone, being
but
by
like
yourself.
when I'm outside like in public with a bunch of people around me that I don't know, I like having that person with me to talk to feel like kind of centered and grounded. By myself in a store full of people, COVID or not, I'm still a little anxious. Like I'm like, why are so many people here? Like I don't know who these people are.
And
this,
you need
third.
that.
I like having someone there to ground me.
Okay, that makes sense. But you're learning to not.
Yeah, I'm learning.
You need that
Yeah,
person to
try to ground myself.
Yeah, you'll get there. It's just time.
Yeah, I just don't know if I want to go shopping today because
COVID. And people.
and Christmas too. People doing the holiday shopping and stuff like that. I don't know. Like,
Yeah. Okay. Like, are you? I was gonna ask. Can you just be at like home and then just like chill with yourself?
nah, man, it's not that relaxing.
Like,
TV's on full
I was
blast.
gonna say read a book, but do you read?
I do, but like my house is not a very quiet place to read. Like I would probably just read in my car, like I'm on a beach or something.
Oh yeah, or stuff like that. Like, are you comfortable doing that, or learning to be comfortable?
I am. I'm learning comfortable with that. I'm learning to be comfortable with
Just
that. Doing it a lot more recently.
Sit in a park,
Just
read a
sit in a
book,
park,
or
chill.
write in your journal if you do that, or just
I thought about writing a journal. I don't know. It'd be the most random thing. It'd be like the
That's the
craziest
point.
abstract.
I think writing in journals is very helpful to organize your thoughts, just to know what you're thinking.
Oh, 1,000%.
Like for me, I don't write in journal, but when I'm like sort of anxious or just have a lot going on, I just write it down. And you don't have to worry about punctuation, grammar. You're just
Yeah.
writing, and it helps a lot, honestly.
I think you notice by now, especially more now than before, my mind is all over the place
Yeah.
at all times. I'm the most sporadic thing there is. Like I'm all like I don't even know, man.
So this podcast is sort of like a journal, but it's like a verbal journal.
This podcast is the most crazy trip into the minds of both of
We
us.
should name that crazy trip or verbal diary. I don't know, something. Banana
Verbal
boat.
galactic adventure.
brain
Interverbal
vomit.
adventure.
Interverbal. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Yeah. You'll get there, dude.
Yeah, I'll get there eventually.
Okay. Merry Christmas
Happy Hanukkah.
and happy holidays.
Yeah,
And not Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving's over. Happy Boxing Day.
that's capitalism, though.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
a
well.
different topic.
Hope you guys get an iPad or iPhone 13.
Or a Samsung. There's nothing wrong with getting Androids.
Yeah, I just won't talk to you.
I'll talk to you. It's fine.
I have a Toyota Camry in my hand.
That is true. Which is insane. Shout out to Joseph. He said he listens to our podcast when he's at work.
Yeah, he does. He does. Joseph, I hope you're doing well.
Yeah, man. It turns out Kia and Hyundai are the same company.
So that's why you got it mixed up, because you knew subconsciously somehow.
I think it's Hyundai owns Kia, I think. Or the other way around. I think Hyundai owns Kia. I think that's what it was. So, yeah.
All right.
That
That wraps it up.
Yeah.
I think that wraps it up.
Yeah, that definitely wraps up.
It's been longer. I think our podcasts are going to be hours, like over an hour now.
Yeah, we got to clean up our thoughts a little bit, I think. But I think even then, it's like still decent.
Yeah. Even edit it down, it's still an hour. I took out the slave part in episode 3. Because
We
I
both
was
were
listening
not.
back and it was like,
We were both not in the same. But you got. No,
it was like,
do it
I
later.
don't know what to include it.
We'll do it later.
Well, yeah. Yeah. That wraps up the podcast. Thank you for listening.
Check us out on our socials, our YouTube, our streaming platforms. Give us a 5-star review on Apple.
Please.
Check
help.
out everything, man.
Yeah.
Or woman. Just check out everything.
Mankind. Humankind.
Humankind.
Peoplekind.
Species.
Zerkind. Z. We're all...
Zircon. What's a zircon?
It's a different pronoun that non-binary people use.
Really?
There's 72 plus... I don't know. Shoot. We can't get political here. Sorry.
We low-key get political every episode.
And it's like a fine... It's like a
But it's
tight...
not always political. It's just things that became political for
I
no
know. I
reason.
don't want to get political on this podcast.
But not even
though.
political. Some of them were just like genuinely just whatever.
Yeah.
COVID's not political. It just became political.
Yeah. Yeah. So thanks for listening. And any final thoughts?
Now we'll save it for next episode.
Tune in for next episode.
Thank you.
Goodbye.